What's up, guys? This is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well, and I hope you're off to a booming start to 2020 with your business. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think is a really important topic and something that I've been meaning to talk about since we started this channel, but then again, the channel's not even a month old at this point. So really appreciate all your guys' support, everybody that's subscribed, everybody that's watched a video, everybody that's reached out for help since we started the channel. I really hope you've gotten a lot out of it. Before we get started on this video, guys, I just wanted to mention to you that if you have a Facebook page and you're a subscriber or you watch our videos to try to get some help, growing your business to six figures or beyond, we just created a Facebook group surrounding this YouTube channel, okay? So basically, what this group is going to be about is it's going to be free trainings. Our videos will go in there, but also other helpful information with a lot of other people in the industry. It's going to be kind of set up a lot like some of the other Medicare Facebook groups, to where people can ask questions, get helpful information, come to get free trainings, advice, and just a place where we can all kind of, in a safe environment, come together to kind of talk about our wins, talk about our losses, talk about our goals, and help each other out to get kind of to the next level in your business, no matter where you might be at the moment. So the name of the group is called Six Figure Medicare Agent, same as the channel. Go search for it. Jump in it if you're not already. We'd love to have you. It's an ever-growing community. It's less than 2 days old, and we've got about 70 people in the group right now. It'll get over 100 probably in no time. So go jump into that group if you haven't already. So today we're talking about why, in my opinion, I think the best thing you can do for your business going forward in 2020 is brand yourself. And let me explain what I mean by branding yourself. Now, before we talk about branding yourself, let's talk about what the term brand even really means. And there's a lot of different definitions of the word, but the one that I found that I liked the most, that I thought was the most relevant, is a brand is a name, term, design, symbol, or any other feature that identifies one seller's good or service as distinct from those of other sellers. Brands are used in business, marketing, and advertising for recognition. Okay, so the main thing that jumped out to me about that is a description, if you will, something that kind of, labels you as something unique or different than that of your competition. And you making your own brand as an insurance agent is going to help you tremendously. And this is something that I just started doing probably in late 2018, but I didn't quite understand what I was doing. I still don't fully understand what I'm doing. And I think I prefaced my comments pretty well by saying I don't think I'm the best Medicare agent out there, but I am someone that's made six figures in this business, and I am on the journey of getting my company and my business to grow into a point where we're making, multi-million dollars a year in revenue. I want to be right up there with some of these other big agencies that are really killing it, and that's kind of what this channel is all about. And so what we've done is we've really put a lot of focus into kind of building a brand around me as an individual in a couple different ways. And I'll kind of explain how we're doing that and kind of what our focus is and kind of what our results have been since we started doing that. So basically, for you specifically, guys, you are a brand whether you know it or not. Whether you realize it or not, or whether you like it or not, you are a brand. You may not be a very well-known brand. You may not be a very well-known name in your space, but you are a brand, okay? And let me explain. When you're an insurance agent, you are the product. You are the product. You are the service, because the people are buying you. They're buying a product that they can get from pretty much everybody under the sun, and they choose to buy it from you specifically and not everybody else that offers the exact same product or service in their policy. Now, why is that? Because they're buying you. I always tell, I've always told my assistant since she started working for me that in our business and with our company, the insurance policies are not the products. Yes, I guess technically speaking, they are the products, but I am the product in our business. Me, I'm the product because I'm the one that they need to be sold on. I'm the person that they need to be convinced that they want to do business with, okay? And I'm the person that they buy first, and then they buy the product or the policy secondly, okay? So in order for you to truly distinguish yourself from the competition in the marketplace, you need to make sure that you are becoming recognizable, okay? And the best way to do that today is by building a brand, and there's no easier way to do it than what we have today. With all of the platforms, with all of the social media technologies and the internet, we have all been connected in a way that we've never been connected before. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily easy, but it's something that, in my opinion, you need to put a focus on into the 2020s and going forward. And I've heard a lot of the big name people kind of talk about this and kind of inspired me to kind of make this video because it's something that we've been putting some focus on as well. And that's setting yourself apart from the competition, okay? Grant Cardone always says, and I'm a big Grant Cardone fan, and I've followed his content for years, and he has always said, people can't buy from you if they don't know you, right? You could be the greatest person in the world, you could be the best agent in the world, but if nobody knows who you are, they're not going to buy from you, and they're going to buy from that agent that you think you're 10 times better than, but that agent does a better job of getting in front of eyeballs, getting in front of people, making sure that people are aware of his existence and his presence, and making sure that people know about him. People know his name. And that's what your focus should be in 2020 going forward, is making sure that people know your name. And there's so many different ways that you can do this through Facebook marketing, Facebook advertising. I'm not the best Facebook marketer or Facebook advertiser, so I'm not going to really talk about too much detail. I'm learning on the go, okay? I'm getting better and better. But what we've done as far as, branding ourselves is we've tried to do things to kind of make ourselves stand out. We tried to do things that other people aren't doing. I think the first thing we did was I think it was 2017, I wrote a book about Medicare. I've written 2 now, but this is the most popular one. This book is called Medicare Guidance, Picking the Plan for You. It's on Amazon, it's on barnesandnoble.com, and it probably sells at this point probably 20 to 30 copies a month. Not a whole lot, but there's 20 to 30 people every month all around the country that are buying the book on Amazon for a very inexpensive price. I mean, and I don't do it to make money. I make a little bit of money, but it's hardly anything in the scheme of things. People will read this book, and they will I instantly identify me as an expert in what the book is being written about. Anybody can write a book today. This book is self-published, okay? There's no publisher behind this. It's self-published. I wrote another book years ago about college. Sold well over 1,000 copies on Amazon. And I'm not saying that's a lot, but for a self-published book, that's a lot. Probably sold more copies than 98% of all self-published books. When someone reads a book that you wrote about something, they instantly, without even realizing it, identify in their minds that you are an expert, that you are someone to be listened to and revered in that specific topic that you are writing about. Okay? A book is going to give you credibility in the eyes of the consumer. And that's why we wrote the book. Not everybody can write a book. It's just an example. And you don't have to do everything that we've done. We started doing the Everything Medicare Podcast late 2018, but I didn't really quite understand what we had at that point. That we started doing it like once a week, and we weren't consistent with it. In 2018, we were doing probably once a week, if not every 2 weeks. And then during the enrollment period, I think we only did a handful. Didn't quite understand what we had. And then once I started realizing that the audience was growing and people were listening more and more, I was like, wow, this is something. Now, there's 15 Medicare podcasts on the internet. Ours gets more traffic than all of them except for one, and the one that gets more traffic than ours has been going since like 2013. Got a lot of time ahead of us. We will get there, I guarantee it. But basically, we started doing the podcast once a week, every week consistently, and then we upped it to 2 a week, and now we're doing up to 3 a week, which is it a huge time commitment for us? Yes. Does it open up the doors for opportunity for us? Absolutely. We have consistent lead flow now that comes in every month from the podcast. We started making the YouTube channel, the Christian Brindle, the main channel, to put out Medicare content. We've gotten business from that in various different places. And it's just about putting your name out there as a brand, okay? Me doing this YouTube channel, it brands myself as an agent that can help you get to 6 figures. You kind of see how that works? Because you come to this channel, 6-Figure Medicare Agent, to learn how to make 6 figures and also to kind of watch me go through my process to kind of get to the next level in my business. And if you're already over 6 figures, that should be your goal too, I believe. Unless you just are happy with what you're at, which at that point you just stay put, which that's completely up to you. I don't want to do that personally. I have very high goals and aspirations for what I want to do with my company. I want to take it as high as I can possibly go, and the best way to do that is to brand myself as an expert. You need to find ways to brand yourself, social media followings, blogs, websites. You need to make sure that people know your name in 2020, because going forward, leads are going to be less and less prominent. Cold calling, making calls is going to go extinct at some point, in my opinion, or it's going to be less and less prominent as a slow, gradual moving process. I'm not exactly sure which, but what will happen as technology advances, as social media evolves into the next thing, the people that are going to really thrive and dominate in our industry are the people that do a great job making brands. Look at eHealth. eHealth probably has the most valuable brand. Forget about how big they are as a company. They're on the New York Stock Exchange. They're worth billions of dollars. They have a lot of cliche. Their executives come and do interviews on Jim Cramer, Mad Money. But what they have going for them is a brand. People know eHealth. And they've done it by getting in front of people's faces in every way they possibly could, through TV commercials, through social media advertising and marketing. They do a ton of it. They still mail things out to people. I have clients all the time calling me that got mailings of theirs, and they say, "Who's this eHealth? What is this? What is this?" And I have to, address it. And I'm not saying that you can necessarily do that right off the bat, especially if you're starting out. But what you can do is there's a lot of things you can do. A blog is free. Our podcast was probably $1,000 startup with all of the equipment and everything that we needed, plus the time commitment. But you don't necessarily have to do a podcast, but you should be branding yourself as an expert, making videos, putting it on a Facebook page, running Facebook advertisements with the money that you have. Because if people do not know you guys, people are not going to buy from you, and it's going to become more and more necessary to win in this Medicare game by creating not just a business, but a brand and a name that people recognize. That's how you come out on top in 2020 going forward. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video, and I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did enjoy it, please do me a favor. Drop a like on this video. Drop a comment down in the comment section on what you'd like to see me talk about in future videos. Subscribe for future 6-Figure Medicare Agent content. And if you didn't watch our previous video that we did, it's going to be right here on the screen. So don't forget to check that out. I think you'll really, really enjoy it. Have a great day, and here's to your success going into the rest of the new year and the new decade. Take care.